Well, Apple shares surging 7% and adding $190 billion in market cap on Tuesday, its largest one-day gain ever. This after the tech giant announcing its artificial intelligence system to discuss if the play is enough for consumers to hop on the AI bandwagon. We've got Yahoo Finance's very own Julie Hyman here with us. Hey, Julie.
Guys, good morning. Well, I wrote about this in this morning's Morning Brief newsletter as I was thinking through Apple's announcements and sort of what was different about it. And it's not about whether consumers are going to hop on the AI bandwagon. It's that they are, because look, the three of us are all sitting here. We all have our iPhones right in front of us, and we're glued to them at all times. So this is really going to be the first time as we get these AI introductions that people are going to be using AI in their daily lives at scale. And it's that part of it that really stuck out to me after you guys talked to Gil Luria of D.A. Davidson yesterday. This is what he told you.
That means we're going to go from hundreds of millions of people using generative AI to billions of people as soon as this is introduced. And that's what's going to drive an iPhone upgrade cycle.
And here's the thing, even if it doesn't drive an upgrade cycle, even if it doesn't drive it, people are still going to buy new iPhones, and people who have the iPhone 15 will have access to these AI functions. So you look at something like ChatGPT, which yes, has large number of people using it, but there are a couple of questions about that. A, what are they using it for? Are they using it for daily life? Are they using it for work, right? And how often are they using it? Probably not every single day. You're on this thing all the time. So this will be the first time, like, what is AI for? What's the killer use case on an individual, personal basis? We don't know, really. And Apple is attempting to convince us.
Yeah, and Julie, I think you summed it up just so well in your piece when you just said that proving part of it, right? What they need to do to prove to consumers out there, maybe who are one of the people that are not using AI in their daily lives right now, what they need to do to convince that, and then ultimately the trickle-down effect or the impact that that's going to have on some of these other larger tech giants as well.
Right, and there's no guarantee it's going to work, first of all, right? Maybe, I'm going to ask Siri when my dad is going to arrive at the airport or whatever it is, and it'll give me the wrong answer. Or maybe I'm not going to ask it in the first place because I'm still not going to think to do it. So there's no guarantee that this convincing will work. But it seems to me that what Apple and anyone else who's trying to get people to use this stuff need to do is get it in front of them and actually using it. Because the presentation on Monday, yes, the stock went up a lot yesterday, but on Monday, everybody was kind of like, that's it?
Yeah.
A lot of the analysts who cover it, even the people who are bulls, were like, okay, it met expectations. This was enough.
Yeah.
But it didn't wow people. It's not going to radically change your life, maybe, until you start using it all the time.
I mean, just because Apple announced this, it doesn't mean that all the other smartphone manufacturers fell in a ditch somewhere. Like, they're still going to try and iterate on top of the operating systems that they already have and try to introduce their own competitive product in AI form that can integrate into apps. And it still comes back to the developers and what developers are able to put into the ecosystem that make it that much more of a customer lifetime value that Apple's able to extract from
And
this.
we still don't know what any of this is for. Like, what is AI for us individually? I think there has been a better case for the enterprise and what it is good for there. There are so many companies who have talked to us about how they're integrating chatbots into customer service, using it for coding, using it to save money in many cases. It's on the consumer personal level that I think that case just has not yet been made. If anybody's going to make it, Apple is a good contender. Certainly there's no reason why other smartphone makers are not also going to be making that case.